James Hetfield, the iconic frontman of Metallica and one of the most powerful voices in the history of rock, has stunned the world not with a new album or a groundbreaking performance, but with a shocking fall from grace that no one saw coming. In a revelation that has rocked the music industry to its core, Hetfield has been sentenced to life imprisonment, a reality as heavy as any metal riff he ever wrote. Known for anthems like Nothing Else Matters and Fade to Black, Hetfield's name once stood for rebellion, grit, and unfiltered emotion. Now it's splashed across news headlines for alleged involvement in a sprawling international smuggling operation. The trial, widely covered and filled with twists, ended in a courtroom heavy with disbelief as Hetfield was convicted on multiple charges, including racketeering and conspiracy. Investigators claimed the illegal enterprise was cleverly disguised behind the logistics of international touring luxury travel, stage freight, and behind-the-scenes operations that provided the perfect smokescreen. The case broke open when a former crew member anonymously tipped authorities, prompting a deep dive into financial records, offshore accounts, and coded messages that led prosecutors to claim Hetfield orchestrated a side operation that had nothing to do with music. While his bandmates were reportedly unaware, Hetfield, they alleged, had been entangled in this double life for over a decade. Fans are left speechless, especially those familiar with the musician's personal battles as well-documented struggles with addiction, the pressure of fame, and years of emotional solitude that followed him through Metallica's explosive rise. To many, this outcome feels like a tragic culmination of a man trying to maintain control in a world that constantly tried to strip it away. In his final court statement, Hetfield didn't deny the charges. Instead, with a bowed head, he said, "I lost myself trying to protect the only thing I ever cared about, my music. If I could go back, I would. But this is my reckoning." The judge, citing the gravity of the offenses and overwhelming evidence, delivered a life sentence with no possibility of parole. Scenes outside the courtroom were filled with fans holding signs, some crying, many in disbelief, with hashtags like #FreeJames already trending worldwide. As the news ripples through fan communities and music circles, the legacy of James Hetfield now hangs in uncertain balance. Was he a misunderstood artist pushed too far, or a willing player in something far darker? Regardless of the answer, what remains certain is this: the era of James Hetfield on stage, shredding solos and growling lyrics into the night, has come to a haunting pause. The man who once commanded stadiums with his voice now faces a future behind cold bars and closed doors. In the wake of his silence, fans are left with his music, his message, and the weight of a story that ended in the most unexpected way.